FBU National Championship is brought to you by Zenith, makers of the X2 football helmet.
On the road to San Antonio in 2012, and welcome everyone to the FBU National Championship Field Pass Team Preview Show. Today, a debutante in Southeast Louisiana. Their director, Sorola Palmer, will give us the goods when we return after these messages.
The FBU National Championship is brought to you by East Bay, where the athletes are.
From the creators of the U.S. Army Bowl comes Football University, the most exclusive football training in the country, invites, trains, and announces the next generation of football stars. If you're a 6th to 12th grader with elite football ability, FBU is for you. FBU matches elite athletes with elite instruction. Nominate an athlete today at footballuniversity.org. FBU, by position, by professionals, by invitation only.
You know.
Hi everyone, this is Neil Sika, your host for the 2012 FBU National Championship. And for the very first time, exclusive coverage of every game at the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade level. In conjunction with Swink.tv, you can sign up for the FBU Field Pass on FBUYouthNationalChampionship.com. Check out our full game, highlight, and combo packages. And we'll see you on the FBU Field Pass. And we are back on this FBU National Championship Field Pass Team Preview Show. Team Louisiana, they are new to the mix here in 2012 on the road to San Antonio, and there's some great football talent along in the Bayou. Sorola Palmer knows great football. He played at Florida and will be the team director for the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade teams. He joins us now here to preview Team Louisiana's run. They'll play in Shreveport in the Plains region. That'll be December 1st and 2nd when they kick things off this Saturday. Sorola, how are you?
Sir, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Well, it is a special time to have you because this is such a fun and enticing event, and I know you've got a lot of young, exciting, talented players getting into this mix for the first time. You're establishing that presence down there with so many good football players. Tell me let's talk a little bit about the 6th graders. They're new across the board, not only in Louisiana, but across the country. This is the first and second round games, the undercards. What do you have in store with your 6th grade team?
In store with my 6th grade team, Coach, I have a lot of great kids, not as big of kids as I would have liked to have for the first year round, but we're going to be pretty solid. I guess my favorite player on my 6th grade team will be my quarterback, Andy. He's about 3-4 foot tall at best, but he can really put it down. He manages the game like a Tom Brady. Last week, we were at a barbecue together, and I asked him, I said, Andy, how long have you been quarterbacking? He said, since I've been 4 years old, Coach. And I tell you this, Coach, when I saw his face and his excitement, I said to myself, we are going to be tough to beat because this kid, he represents the FBU. I remember when I went to the Alabama camp, and I watched all the kids, and I learned from the people, and Larry told me how most of our kids in the football university, they're just football players. We don't have a lot of kids that play 2 sports or 3 sports. And I guess that would be the #1 factor of my 6th and 7th grade team is all of my kids play football. There's no conflict with basketball season right now. Some of them want to play basketball. They're all football players, Coach. And you are looking for a 6th grade team that's going to be able to compete with any team in the country because our coaching staff is an elite coaching staff. We've gathered kids from all across the city of New Orleans, all across the city of Baton Rouge, and we put together a team that's going to lay down the foundation for our teams to come. As far as 7th graders go, we have some kids that when they get on the outside, nobody's going to catch them. We have a few kids, when they break through the middle, they remind me of Emmitt Smith, how Emmitt wasn't the fastest guy in the NFL, but he has the record for a reason. Because he was the most consistent at doing exactly what the coach told him at doing exactly what the play was run. He was running up the hole, running behind the back, doing exactly what he's supposed to do. And the 7th grade team has just that. You're going to see a running attack. With both my 6th grade and 7th grade teams, you're going to see a running attack that's second to none. We have power running back, and a pound up the middle, and we have guys that's on the outside. I'm looking forward to see if anybody's going to catch him.
How excited were you to build this foundation? I know you're good friends with Larry Kennedy, who's Team Charlotte's team director. You were teammates at Florida, and he kind of brought you along into grooming these young men playing here with Team Louisiana. But how excited are you to kind of get this foundation starting? You and I were even elaborating just the wealth of talent now with LSU, but now to do it at the grassroots level, this is really kind of a first precedence for this state going forward.
Coach, it's the first precedent for the state going forward, and the beauty of it all is everybody on the ground floor, they are super excited, and not just me, but my entire staff is super excited to be a part of the U.S. Army All-American game, the East Bay All-American game, and that's what I preach to my crew every day, is that some people, when I ask, hey, do you guys want to come on board, they're going to say no. But the people that say, hey, yes, I want to come on board, and they're excited, those are the people I surrounded myself with, were the people that were excited about it. As soon as I mentioned Football University and East Bay game and the Army All-American game, they were so excited. And at first it was like unbelievable. This is too good to be true, because I've been wanting an opportunity for my kid to play in the East Bay game, for my kid to make it to the U.S. Army All-American game. And so many of my kids from so many areas of New Orleans, they've been promised by so many different camps, hey, this is the best camp to go to the U.S. Army game. Hey, join our camp. Hey, pay your money and join our camp. This is how you're going to get to the East Bay All-American game. And they've been lied to so much about the U.S. Army All-American game that they are so excited head over heels right now that this is actually a real tangible opportunity for our kids to get recognized, Coach. And that's the most important thing to us down here right now is our kids getting recognized. Everyone that's on my staff and everyone that's helping me, everybody's doing it on a volunteer basis. Everybody's spending their own time, their own gas money, their own between work schedule to help us build a team that's going to represent Louisiana, Coach. And as I was saying before, as you can see with the LSU team right now, everyone asks yourself, when I played football, Coach, in Florida, that's Larry. We beat LSU 5 years in a row. They were just an average team. People always ask me why I didn't go to LSU. I had to show them the 4 SEC championship rings on my hands. And now LSU, they're doing what Florida did. When I went to the University of Florida, Coach, there was maybe 1 or 2 kids, Dexter Daniels, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head. There's only a couple of kids on our team that was actually from another state. Everybody at the University of Florida is from Florida.
Right.
And LSU, when Nick Saban came in, he started doing the same thing and stopped letting Louisiana best players go to Michigan and stopped letting Louisiana players go to Florida and stopped letting the IQs of the world get away. And the Matt Forte is getting overlooked. We're starting to recruit at home. And the beauty of my team, Louisiana, is that we're a true Louisiana team, Coach. I represent with my team over 50, 60 different middle schools and schools, Coach, from St. Aug to Lafayette to Central Middle School in Baton Rouge. We actually have a true team, Louisiana, not just some team that's already established, hey, guys, let's win a championship. My guys have to come together and learn a new system and learn new coaches and come together as a true team, a true all-star team that's going to go and win and fight for a national championship. And it's going to be something special. Well, my excitement is, I'm on fire for the football university where every day somebody has to hear from me about the football university. And the people that I have in place from around the city, from my 8th grade coach, for example, Coach Dino Brown.
Well, Sorolla, I want to hear about that 8th grade coach, but we need to get to commercial. I'm going to coach us into a commercial break. We're going to come back and talk about that 8th grade team. This is Sorolla Palmer, team director for Team Louisiana, and they're making their debut. The national championship kicking off this weekend. Shreveport, the site. They'll take on Team Arkansas. We'll preview that game just a little bit. We'll talk about the 8th graders. This is the FBU National Championship Field Pass Team Preview Show. Keep it right here.
The FBU National Championship is brought to you by Football University, elite football training for the nation's top athlete.
Good. Lift. Look at the hands. Look at the eye level. I like it.
Let's take 5 hits and let it go.
He was bouncing right there. He ran right to you.
It's only one ball, and everybody should be running to the ball.
Control the wrist.
Watch my knees. They go out like what? I'm climbing a big tree.
Power comes from what? Through your feet, through your hips, through your palms of your hand, guys.
I've been playing chess since I was 9 years old. Chess helps me stay focused. It helps me stay aware. It helps me anticipate my opponent's next move. To see his strategy, find his weakness, and exploit it. Chess prepares my mind for battle. Because victory requires my strength, my speed, and my intelligence. My name is Ray Rice, and I am an enlightened warrior.
Introducing the Youth Football Coaches Association, the premier online resource dedicated to improving coaching effectiveness and promoting youth safety for all volunteers. Register free at yfbca.org and begin receiving free youth coaching information, monthly newsletters, certification, and background checks. The most up-to-date concussion information, drills for all positions and skill levels. Learn all types of offensive and defensive plays. Join us at yfbca.org, where we are making good coaches great teachers.
The FBU National Championship is brought to you by Jersey Mike's. There is no substitute.
Neil Sika back with you. We're talking with Sarola Palmer. He's the team director for Team Louisiana as their 6th, 7th, and 8th grade teams are in action in Shreveport this Saturday and Sunday, first and second rounds. They'll take on Team Arkansas, who was feisty in last year's first edition. But Sarola, I want to talk to you about your 8th graders, some guys making some headlines and names in terms of even the recruiting wars in college already at the 8th grade level. It's kind of crazy, but tell me about your team, what you've got, the strengths, and some guys to keep an eye out for.
I'll tell you this, Coach, what I got is something that most 8th grade teams in the country do not have. Most 8th grade teams, they do one thing, and that's run the ball and pound the ball at it. I have an 8th grade quarterback where I consider him the #1 quarterback in the nation at his age. 13 years old, Gabriel Brown from Central Middle School, where we're going to spread people out, Coach, whether people want to hear it or not. And when we spread you out, it's going to be for real. And I'm looking forward to seeing a team that's in the 8th grade covering our wide receivers and stopping Gabriel from doing this thing. And the beauty of it all is we have a running back, Byron James, Josh Abear, and Mikael Harris that can play with any team in the country. When they get the ball, they're going to have to respect it. And when we spread people out, you're going to have to respect it. We're not just going to spread people out to open up the field. When Team Louisiana spreads people out, Coach, it's going to be for real, man. And I am so excited to see Gabriel get his exposure, Coach, because his dad looks at the list of who's the top players in his age group every day. And he is so upset that Gabe is not on that list. And he's so happy that Football University is coming to Louisiana so that somebody can see Gabriel Brown. He is something special. Why he's not an East Bay All-American, I'll never know. But it really goes back to the exposure Louisiana does not have. And I am so excited with my coach. The smallest offensive lineman I have is 6'2", 260 pounds. And he's 13 years old. He's not a 15-year-old. We may have 1 or 2 15-year-old kids on our team. All of my kids will make them even more special is that they're true 8th graders. They're true 15-year-olds, 13-year-olds that can compete with any team in the country. I laugh with them all the time. I was like, guys, we have a team here that can beat most high schools in our area. My little brother Brian, he's our head coach, and he says, look, guys, you guys are bigger than my line that I had my senior year at Talent. We have a team that's going to be tough to beat. We have a kid, Chad Brown, on the defense, 5'11", 260. He demands a double team, period. We have some kids that are gonna force the world, just like I was trying to explain to Larry Kennedy. Although none of our kids are in the East Bay game, after we play our first game, East Bay is going to be asking all of them to come be a part of it. And that's what makes it so special, is that these kids like Mikael Harris, who, I mean, you just gotta see him, Coach. You just have to see him, Neil. You know, he's special. I have so many kids like Chance Atkins. He's one of the best little receivers I've ever seen. I have another kid, Jeremiah. I can't remember his last name, but man, can he fly? He runs 11 seconds in the 8th grade in the 100, Coach. And from what I hear, 11 seconds in the 8th grade is pretty fast.
Well, I look forward to watching all these guys make their debuts here this weekend. I want to talk to you a little bit about the matchup with Arkansas. What do you know about them? Do you have any concerns?
What I know about Arkansas, Coach, is that they're a big physical team. And one of the things I know about the football university is they're not going to put a product out there that's not going to be ready to compete. And one of the things we're working on right now is Team Louisiana is not taking any team for granted, because we know that Arkansas is going to come ready. They're going to be well coached, and they're going to be ready to pound the ball. They're going to run a few trick plays to throw the ball at you when you're not paying attention. And we're going to have to be ready for all the stuff that just the big stage brings to kids. And one of the things I teach to my kids all the time is that, yeah, you guys may be the best on your little rec teams. You might be the best at your little middle school, but everybody that we're playing against is the best at their rec school, is the best at their middle school. Everybody that we're playing against, they are the best also. So don't take anything for granted. Get ready to go play a great Arkansas team that, just like every other team in this league, they can be the team to win it all, just like we can be the team to win it all, because nothing is a given. You have to go and play the game, and that's what makes it so important, that there's no team out of all 64 brackets where you can say, hey, you guys, here is the trophy. No. You have to go and play the game, and that's what we're excited about the most. Win, lose, or draw, Coach, we are establishing the foundation for Team Louisiana, and I must say this, we're going to be tough to beat. Are we unbeatable? Impossible. No way. There's teams out there that are able to probably crush us, but I would love to see that happen.
Well, I love your passion. I love your passion and excitement for this, and I'm wishing the best to Team Louisiana as things get going here this weekend in Shreveport, Arkansas. The matchup December 1st. And thanks so much, Sarola, for taking some time to talk with us here as you get ready for your debut in the FBU National Championship. Best of luck to you.
Thanks a lot for your time, Neil. God bless you guys, and we're looking forward to seeing you Friday night.
Great stuff. Sarola Palmer, great standout at the University of Florida. He's the team director, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade for Team Louisiana. They're in action against Arkansas to kick it off in Shreveport this Saturday. Stick with us. We'll wrap it up here on this FBU National Championship Field Pass show right after this.
The FBU National Championship is brought to you by School of the Legends, voice of the players.
Hey everyone, this is your FBU National Championship host Neil Sika, and I got to tell you what, I am looking fly in my official East Bay FBU team licensed apparel, which you can get for a limited time only on FBUYouthNationalChampionship.com. Orders must be in by December 10th, and you can have that hoodie to keep you warm no matter where you are across the country, or that bag to carry all your gear on the road to San Antonio. Visit the officially licensed team apparel store on FBUNationalChampionship.com.
From the creators of the U.S. Army Bowl comes Football University, the most exclusive football training in the country, invites, trains, and announces the next generation of football stars. If you're a 6th to 12th grader with elite football ability, FBU is for you. FBU matches elite athletes with elite instruction. Nominate an athlete today at footballuniversity.org. FBU, by position, by professionals, by invitation only.
FBU, you know. The FBU National Championship is brought to you by Zenith, Makers of the X2 football, the FBU National Championship is brought to you by East Bay, where the athletes are.
I've been playing chess since I was 9 years old. Chess helps me stay focused. It helps me stay aware. It helps me anticipate my opponent's next move. To see his strategy, find his weakness, and exploit it. Chess prepares my mind for battle, because victory requires my strength, my speed, and my intelligence. My name is Ray Rice, and I am an enlightened warrior.
Hey everyone, it's your FBU National Championship host, Neil Sika. On the road to San Antonio this year, don't forget, you can visit our official merchandise shops at every regional site across the FBU National Championship. We've got hats, hoodies, game tickets, and backpacks. Take full advantage and gear up today for your FBU National Championship on the road to San Antonio. We'll see you there.
Push it good. Lift. Look at the hands. Look at the eye level. I like it.
Let's take 5 hits and let it go. He was bouncing right there. He ran right to you.
It's only one ball, and everybody should be running to the ball.
Control the wrist. Watch my knees. They go out like what? I'm climbing a big tree.
Power comes from what? Through your feet, through your hips, through your palms of your hand, guys.
The FBU National Championship is brought to you by Football University, elite football training for the nation's top athlete.
3, 2, 1. Thanks for watching our FBU National Championship desk shows. We're on the road to San Antonio. You can catch all the action by visiting FBUYouthNationalChampionship.com and take advantage of our pay-per-view model. Extended content can be found at Facebook.com/National Championship or on Twitter at FBU_NC. I'm Neil Sika, and we'll see you on the road to the Dome. Until then, so long.
The FBU National Championship is brought to you by Jersey Mike's. There is no substitute. School of the Legends, voice of the players.